Hi guys, so I'm back with another tag, and as you can tell from the title of this tag, it is the Twilight Tag. I've wanted to do this tag for quite some time now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So today we are going to do the tag. There are 15 questions. I have them on my phone, and I already have them answered so I can make the video go a little bit quicker because some of the questions are in-depth, and I don't want to be not having an answer. So yeah, let's get into the questions. Question 1. Which team are you on? Team Edward. All the way Team Edward. Number 2. Which is your favorite book? I have two. I have Breaking Dawn is one of my favorites, and then Eclipse is my other favorite. But I like them all because they all kind of tell important parts of the story, but Breaking Dawn and Eclipse are my two favorite. Number 3, which is your favorite movie? Again, well, I actually like Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Eclipse. How did you first hear about Twilight? On TV, when it was first coming out, I think it was either the second or the third, so it was either New Moon or Eclipse that was coming out, and the premiere, and everybody was talking about it all the time. 24/7 was the only thing I heard about on TV. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not like a bandwagon person, so I didn't get into Twilight till years after like they had been out. I think whenever Breaking Dawn Part 1 came out into theaters, I think that's when I started to like give it a chance and was like, had read the books and stuff like that. But yeah, I heard about it on TV, and it took me a while to get into the Twilight craze, but now I'm totally hooked. And I kind of wish that I had started from the beginning, but I'm a fan now. Number 5, what's your favorite scene from each movie? See, this is where I had to write it down already. In the Twilight movie, my favorite scene for some reason is when they go play baseball in the thunderstorm. I don't know why, I just love the shots that they have, and like the action, and like the guys jumping really high. It's just a cool scene for me, sequence of scenes for me. In New Moon, my favorite scene is when Edward and Bella are reunited when she goes to the Valturis. I like that scene. I don't know, it's so much better in the books, just FYI. And Eclipse, this is going to be a morbid one, but when Edward kills Victoria, because then Edward and Bella just get to live their lives freely and do whatever they want, and I think that's the best thing. Okay, so Breaking Dawn Part 1, when Jacob, Seth, and Leah separate from the pack, from the wolf pack, I love that because it's finally Jacob getting to do what Jacob wants to and not having to follow Sam, because Jacob is not a follower, he's a leader. And then Breaking Dawn Part 2, where I love the scene where Bella finally shows Edward like her memories of like their whole like courtship and relationship and how she falls in love with him. That scene at the end where they're in the meadow is just perfect because it kind of like ties the whole movies all back together, and I'm just like, perfect way to end it. So I love that part. Number 6, what's your least favorite scene from each movie? In Twilight, where Bella has to leave because James is following her and like tracking her and trying to kill her. That part is so sad because she has to basically yell at her dad and be like, I'm never coming back. That must have been so hard and so sad. And the New Moon one, the one that I hate the most is when Edward leaves Bella in the woods and he's like, I don't love you, I can't, you're not coming with us, I'm leaving, and she gets all sad and then she gets lost. Sad. And then the one in Eclipse is my least, is when they have to like fight the newborns. That's not cool. And when what's her name? I have the book. Bree. When Bree, the young newborn vampire, dies, that one's sad too. Breaking Dawn Part 1, my least favorite scene is when Jacob has to fight the pack after I think it's when like shortly after Bella dies in the first movie. Well, dies. It's sad because yeah, he doesn't want to be part of the pact anymore, but I definitely don't think he wants to fight his technically family members, so I think that part for me is the saddest, or my least favorite. And then in Breaking Dawn Part 2, my freaking least favorite for the movie is when they do the fake fight between the Valkyrie and the Cullen clan and all the people that came to support them. Like, why would you have to do that when, like, all the Cullen people die? And it's just like, nope. I remember being in the movies crying and being like, why? This is not in the book. What are you doing? And then just let the movie go, and it goes through, and then it's like all a dream, and I'm just like, or Alice's vision of what could happen. I'm like, no, I did not like that. Which character, number 7, which character do you have a love-hate relationship? Rosalie. I don't know why. In some of the movies and books, I love her. And then, like, in Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2, she's great. But in all the other movies and books, I'm like, what's your problem? I don't like her. Did any of the scenes from the book or movies make you cry? Yes. In the book, like I said, when Bella shows Edward all her memories and stuff, it's so sweet and just like a perfect way to end the book and tie it all together. And then when Edward and Bella reunite in the book anyway, definitely made me cry because they go way more in depth about how they reconnected, and it's just so beautiful, and I love it. And then the movies, again, when Bella shows Edward all her memories in Breaking Dawn Part 2, that's like the last scene, I think, almost, and the song playing in the background. Yep, I'm a mess. And again, when they did that stupid fake fight, because the way that the previews and people had been talking about it on TV is like, oh, there's this big twist that you're not going to even expect, and I really truly thought in the movie that that's how they were going to just leave it, but then when you watch through the movie, they don't, and I'm like, thank God, because I would not be happy. Number 9, which movie has the best soundtrack? Oh, that's so hard to choose. I think I like all the soundtracks. They each have really great songs. Like, I love... There's a question, so I'll get to it, because it does ask about the songs. Which book did you read the fastest? It was either Eclipse or Breaking Dawn. I can't remember. They all went pretty quick. I think it took me like a week to read all of them. Because, maybe not even a week. Maybe like 3 days for each. I'm like a bookworm. When I pick up a book that's amazing and I can't put down, I read it really quick. Number 11. What's your favorite song from each movie? In Twilight, it's Bella's Lullaby. It just plays sometime throughout this movie. And then Eyes of Fire, which is a good song. And then in New Moon, Possibility, when she's like sitting and looking out the window and the months are going by. And then Slow Life, Eclipse, My Love, With You in My Head. I can't remember when some of these songs are played. I just remember that they were really good. And then Breaking Dawn Part 1, 1,000 Years, Love Will Take You, Turning Pages, From Now On. And then Breaking Dawn Part 2, Where I Came From, 1,000 Years Part 2. I think that song is playing at the end of the movie where Bella is showing Edward all of her memories and stuff. Who is your favorite member of the Wolf Pack? Wolf Pack. Why did I say that funny? Seth and Jacob. I just love their like relationship, their friendship and brotherhood together. It's so cool. Do you have any Twilight memorabilia? I have a pin from Comic-Con with Edward on it that I got online, and then I have this book, the short Second Life of Bree Tanner. Obviously the books and some of the movies, I don't have them all. And then I have this book. It's the Twilight, the complete illustrated movie thing, which is really cool. I think I have one other book, but I can't remember. Which vampire do you wish you had? To run really fast, like Edward's superpower where you can just like run. I mean, you wouldn't have to pay for gas. You wouldn't have to like, car trips wouldn't take long. Like, you could see all the places in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Okay. Number 15. What scene are you most excited for in Part 2 of Breaking Dawn? Well, I've already seen the movie, but I think one of my other favorite parts from that movie is when it's after all of the craziness has happened with the fight and they've won and Edward and Bella are standing and they're watching Jacob and Renesmee, and then I think Alice has shown everybody that they're all going to be safe and sound, and Renesmee's actually going to grow up and not be a crazy monster that the Valkyrie were afraid that she was going to be. It's just such a nice way to be like, everything's going to be fine, we're going to be fine. So I really liked that part, and it was cool to see Renesmee grown up with Jacob. So that's all the questions. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to do the tag, I will leave the questions down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, because I also make daily vlogs, and I'm going to be making some more tag videos and some other fun videos. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tag video.